Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Joey Logano's Shell-Pennzoil AMC Darlington Throwback for 2023. So we take a look at the box. Once again, you have the generic 75th anniversary box. This is, of course, the Elite version of the box. You got this typical stuff on the top. You got the Elite chrome foil logo on the side, standard finish. We total of 165 of these things. Standard finish, NASCAR 75th anniversary, RCCA Elite, register your car at Lionel Garage, and you, of course, have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. I hate these corner pieces. They really even protect that much. I don't think they're going to really save that much, and they just fall out 90% of the time. But anyways, here is the car itself. A beautiful throwback to the classic, iconic AMC paint scheme. This one's specifically meant to be Mark Donahue's first win in NASCAR for Penske. For their 75th anniversary, they decided to go all the way back to their first career victory. And boy, did they make this car look great. These AMC colors are always just so nice looking. The bright red, white, and blue. And as you can see on the side of this car, Penske, for like the first time ever for a throwback, actually changed the number font. You actually have like the 22 in that retro Penske font all the way back from like the 60s and 70s. That is fantastic. I don't know who wanted that, if that was just the designer, if that was the team, if it was Joey, if it was the sponsor, but whoever thought of that idea and whoever agreed to that, kudos to you, because that looks fantastic. So this car is just fantastic looking all around. Just a beautiful, beautiful paint scheme. Joey started off the race doing pretty well. He was up in the top 5 on a late race restart before Martin Truex Jr. for some reason ran out of talent. I would not expect Martin Truex Jr. to make a mistake like that. He just dives in under Logano, not clear at all, and then just goes up and like turns himself and causes a big one. Like that was like, I don't know what he was on for that race, but that is not something you would expect from Martin Truex Jr. to make a stupid mistake, clear himself, and cause a big one. But not the first time he's actually done that at Darlington either. I don't know. But sadly, this car got destroyed, and so did a bunch of other beautiful throwbacks, thanks to Martin. But anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have Shell and Pennzoil. And yes, for some reason on this car, the shell is ginormous. There's no reason why the shell was supposed to be that big. It's not like that on the real car. It's not like that on even Penske's artwork. I have seen Penske's own artwork that they would have sent to Lionel, so I don't know what happened there. It looks cool to have a giant shell on the hood, but it's worth pointing out that for some reason it's huge. Anyways, you got Ford Mustang number 22, again in the retro font. Down the side, you have Shell and Pennzoil. Got AAA down there with Auto Trader in the back. You have the chrome rims with the retro Goodyear tire text. On the C post, you have Discount Tire and Cap Gemini. On the B post, you have the 75th Win sticker. Got Ford, PPG, Mazak, and Coca-Cola. Has the 75th anniversary logo with the NASCAR Salutes logo up there. Joey's name and Ford up there. Typical Joey Penske text signature. It's not really even a signature, just the typical Penske text. On the back, you have Shell and Pennzoil. You can see back here, it is a nice retro Pennzoil oval. That's really cool. Got 22 crew, got the Ford Michigan license plate, the retro number 22 down there again. On the deck lid, you have Shell and again the retro Pennzoil logo. Why is it not the retro Shell? If Pennzoil was okay with doing the retro logo, why not Shell? That would have looked even cooler if you had the retro Shell on the hood and on the side. I said the reason it's like labeled like this, you have like the Shell and the white Pennzoil text is meant to be like the text on the original car. Anyways, you got Snap-on the roof. This is number 109. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood, which as you can see, once you open the hood, you see this. What do you know? The retro shell. So yeah, why was that shell not on the whole car? That would look so cool to have on the hood and on the side and everything. I said, I don't know why Shell was only okay with it putting under there. Did they just kind of sneak that under there? I saw that was on the Penske artwork that I saw, and that made me wonder. I'm like, I wonder if that'll be on the diecast. And luckily it is. Got powered by Ford. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. This does have a deck lid because it is an Elite. So there's your typical fuel cell back there. And the roof flaps, of course, do open. And there's the underside of the car if you want to see that. So just a really, really beautiful throwback. I've always loved this AMC car no matter how many times it runs. It's been used a couple times at Darlington. You know, it had the Hailie Deegan car, or Hailie Deegan truck. Ryan Reed raced the number 16 in Xfinity a few years ago. Back in that goal, it was like 2016 by this point, more than a few years. But Penske themselves have even raced this back in 2003 with Ryan Newman. When they got their 50th career NASCAR victory, they decided to go back to their first, and Ryan Newman ran the AMC Matador paint scheme. This one's just impressive because they actually were able to make this car look fantastic even with the forward number. This is one of those paint schemes that I think a lot of people are like, how are they ever going to do that with the forward number? And they made it work. It does even kind of work as a throwback because there used to be different versions of the car. Not really a forward number, but even in like, you know, Trans Am, it used to have the number back towards the door closer to like how the 2020 All-Star cars were for NASCAR. And so the number was back there, and it was used the kind of the reverse. You had more blue around the front, you had the white at the back, and then a little bit of red around the back. So like this has been used in various forms, so it kind of works even for this kind of form. And yeah, if they can make this work, then they can make anything work. Because like back in my video with the Dale Jr. Bass Pro, I talked about how RCR is just giving up on throwbacks, and somebody in the comments section did comment that they heard that it's because of the forward number that RCR has gone lazy on their throwbacks. Which, if that's the case, that's such a terrible excuse, because if you can make this work, most of the old RCR paint schemes can work fine with a forward number. Dale Earnhardt's Good Wrench paint scheme will still work fine as a throwback with the forward number, so that is not an excuse. Do better, RCR. Anyways, if you want this card as a brand new release, you can get it right now. I 100% expect this car to get rare just because the AMC Matador paint scheme is super iconic. Everyone just loves this paint scheme. So this car is probably going to disappear pretty quickly. Remember, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check that if you want anything. But I think that's pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Joey Logano's AMC Matador Shell-Pennzoil Throwback. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.